Hello everyone, this is a Pharmaceutics 1 class for D Pharmacy, subject code 1.1T, Unit 5. In this class, we are going to discuss the sterilization of transfusion fluids. So, transfusion fluids are generally easier to sterilize if it is compared to the sterilization of surgical dressings. There are different steps. Those are involved in sterilization of transfusion fluids. The steps are given below and we will discuss them one by one. So the first step is transferring of fluid into bottles. So the transfusion fluid or the intravenous fluids are initially transferred into washed and dried bottles, and they're properly sealed to exclude any leakage. The next is loading of bottles into the sterilizer. Then the bottles are loaded into the sterilizer and the door is closed properly. Then displacement of air by saturated steam. The dry saturated steam is admitted into the sterilizer, and this steam will gradually replace the air that is already present inside the sterilizer. So the total air present inside the sterilizer will be replaced by the uh, steam. Next is fourth point, the exposure to temperature and pressure. Means after complete closing and complete removal of the inside air, the bottles are exposed to the desired temperature and pressure for a particular time span, for a particular time period that is needed according to the own requirement of the transfusion fluids. Then the supply of the steam is stopped. Then after certain period, when the time is over, then the supply of the steam should be stopped into the sterilizer. It should be cut off. And the next point is reduction of the internal pressure by vent. So the internal pressure reduction will be there. The inside what are the steam present, that steam will go out gradually through a vent, and the inside pressure will come down to the atmospheric pressure, and then the sterilizer also will slowly gradually it will cool down. Then after that, removal of sterilized bottles, then the sterilized bottles will be removed from uh, the sterilizer, and the temperature will be gradually decreasing. It will be, these are sterilizer when these temperatures will be cooled down to less than 100 degrees centigrade. The next is quality control tests. The bottles are collected and samples are withdrawn from the bottles, and the samples are subjected to quality control test as per their required specification depending on the pharmacopoeial monograph. And the next step is labeling. The bottle of transfusion fluids, whatever we have collected, those after sterilization, those things must be labeled accordingly with the proper date, and whatever the batch number is, that thing has to be properly labeled. So that's all regarding the sterilization of transfusion fluids. Uh, in my next class, I will be discussing the precautions for handling of sterilization equipments. Thank you.